Hi, I'm Margie Holmes, psychologist, author, and educator. Today, we continue our discussion on forgiveness. Actually, this particular episode on forgiveness also came from many of you who specifically requested an episode of not only forgiving, but forgetting as well. So I asked, what do you think of the exhortation, forgive and forget? Is it a good idea? Is it even possible and realistic? Maureen Jean Lara, people may forgive, but most of us do not forget. I see it as a matter of preservation. Once you forget the bad deed that was done, you run the risk of the person doing the same thing to you all over again. Rica Espirito, I do forgive and forget. It makes life easier most of the time, except for people, of course, who truly abused you. I forgive, I learn, and then stay away. I will eventually forget. Life is too short to gather all these angst. You gotta have more space in your heart to love, live, and laugh. May Magsino, I forgive but I don't forget the lessons of the past, and I become wary of the person who harmed me, not forgetting what they did to me and constantly reminding myself that I should never again let myself be this victim always makes my life easier. Sunny Mendoza, I forgive, but I also remember. To forgive and forget is tragic because we only learn from what we remember. If someone wronged you and asked for forgiveness, succumb. But remember that he is capable of doing this bad deed again to you. In the inimitable words of Shakira Villa Symes, do forgive, do forget, move forward, and don't give a fuck anymore how they are. Others added a spiritual dimension so they could forgive. Carmini Doromal, with clear conscience and deep tranquil peace, the betrayed can simply say, God knows everything, and that solely is what counts. Marie Milani Laurel Marquez, I go for spiritual healing and understanding of my Savior's atoning sacrifice. Alfie Melia, however, seems to disagree. Listen to what he says. My reason is similar to the concept of thieves and other evil people who, after having committed the act, will turn to confession, that is, if they are Christian, or will do penance during Holy Week, to apparently cleanse themselves of the guilt or sin only to feel new again and ready to do the same acts. They use their religion as their source of absolution. Evangeline P. Sanggalang, I think we have varied definitions of forgiveness. In legal terms, being forgiven means there is no penalty or even no offense entered in society's ledger, unless of course it's criminal in nature and kung i-take up ng district attorney. Thus, if I forgive the offense, I may not invoke that to ask the offender to allocute, as in, mea culpa, I did it, I am sorry, I will not do it again, etc. When an offender keeps getting zero penalty just because the victim wants to move on, then forgiveness does not serve anyone's growth. Kaya even in basketball, the referee blows the whistle and the foul player acknowledges the foul, raises his hand, accepts the penalty, and betters his game by avoiding the same foul. Sa religion, any religion, the offender has an act of contrition, etc. Hindi pwedeng zero penalty in any culture. So let me end today's session with a quote from Medi Santiago. As we get older, forgetting becomes easier. For example, we tend to say more and more as we get older, I wonder where I left my key. I wonder why I'm in front of this printer. I wonder why I don't see so-and-so, the betrayer, again. Just a bit of comic relief. We shouldn't waste our time with people who don't want to be part of our lives. We definitely deserve more. Right you are, Medi. Right you are. Well, that's it for today. But please jump in the discussion below if you've anything more to say about the subject, whether in agreement or not. So send me your questions, comments, and suggestions for future episodes on Facebook, tweet using the hashtag AskMargie, or send an email to askmargie@rappler.com. See you next week!